been over a month?
Yeah.
No, that can't be right.
We've done honeymoon, we've done Christmas, and now it's the 8th
the
of January.
podcast. Yeah.
Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think I was talking about?
The honeymoon.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, the honeymoon could have been that long, but
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess it has been over a month.
Yeah.
And do you remember that thing I said about podcast ain't past X episode?
For sure.
Episode.
But do you think, honeymoon, I think a honeymoon is a good excuse to not.
Well, I mean...
And then it just means that we've got lots to talk about.
We do have lots to talk about.
On the first episode back, right? So,
I do have a lot of things that... There were a lot of things that happened. There were a lot of weird things.
A lot of things. So we, at the end of November last year, we decided to go to Japan for our honeymoon. And we wanted to go initially in spring and then realised how crazy expensive it is to go in spring and how crazy busy it is. Then we had the opportunity, because of windows that opened in December, to maybe think about going then. And I'm so glad we did.
Yeah, I was like, I said, how about we just go in December instead? Because I got 2 weeks I can take off.
Yeah.
From everything I'm doing, and it just so happens
Because
to work.
the thought is, you think, it's probably going to be freezing cold, right? But we had a week of sunshine when we got there.
Yeah, 1 day of rain.
One day out of 2 weeks of rain, and then we also saw a snowy side to Japan as well.
It was actually really warm when we arrived. Like really warm.
Yeah. And so, we were in Japan for 2 weeks. We have lots of funny, silly stories and fun things that happened. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it was probably one of my favourite trips I've ever taken.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really good. And I think one of the best things about it was that itinerary-wise, I don't know about you, it felt nice to have a little bit of looseness to the itinerary. So we knew things that we wanted to do, but we didn't go... Minute by minute, we got to be here.
We didn't plan anything, really.
Oh, we made a reservation here. We didn't do any of that. We I think a part of the beauty of Japan is you could just stumble across stuff.
We basically decided to go 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much,
and then we didn't really plan anything.
No.
And then we just went and did it. And that kind of is what led to some of the weird situations.
Yeah.
With the lack of planning.
So I guess we went to Tokyo, then Kyoto, Osaka, Kanazawa were our 4 main places. And I guess on today's episodes, we'll talk about a few of the things that happened, but we won't delve into everything because, number one, there were just so many things that happened. Number two, I'm working on a vlog that is taking me a lifetime to edit at the moment because there's 16 hours worth of footage.
I kept filming. I filmed so much.
You did. But I think that's cool because, we have like a kind of archive to document the whole holiday. So I'm glad you filmed for a long time.
Yeah, I filmed a lot of weird
things that happened.
Lots of things that happened. A couple of days I didn't film, but like a lot of things. And then sometimes I filmed and we didn't even we stopped at a fish market at one point and I set the camera up. And then we just ate because we were so hungry. And then at the end, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm filming this." Well, I thought you were going to say something to camera about the food, and you just I
got to that section yesterday where I was editing it up, and I was like, "I don't know if we can use any of it because it's just us eating, and that's it." And then at the end, we're like, "We forgot to say anything."
We were just very hungry.
Yeah, we survived the wasabi of it all. I think
very different over
wasabi, there. It's
very different.
Wasabi in Japan is much more milder and obviously truer to what it should be over there than it is here. Any wasabi that I've ever tried in the UK is like really pungent, blows your head off type.
But I think that's
what wasabi is, but it didn't feel like that in Japan.
No, but we went to places where you had actual wasabi.
Yeah.
And then we went to places that were definitely imitation wasabi, but Japanese version.
Right.
So I think when you're having the Western wasabi, it's a bit like horseradish. It's like really intense.
This is a plant, right?
Yeah.
Well, you get wasabi from a plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in Japan, a lot of the places some of the places we went to served actual wasabi.
Yeah.
And the actual wasabi was like not very spicy at all, not very hot at all.
Yeah, it surprised me.
But there were some places more like chain places we went to. Sushi chain places.
Yeah.
And they definitely had the imitations wasabi.
I guess
but it was not like the UK version where it's
cheaper alternative.
Yeah, it's not like here where it's like really intense. It just wasn't really that bad.
And the one thing that I don't know if you've had a bit of blues since coming home, but my biggest blues factor is the fact that you just can't get food as good here.
No.
In the UK. Seafood, because I guess you're in the midst of it all. You can get fresher stuff over there. And so since we got back, we've been on a kind of mission to just recreate some of the stuff that we tried. And
Yeah, I've been eating raw fish for the last 3 days.
yeah.
And I've not been ill. I've not been ill yet.
Yeah. Yet.
I just watched a guy on YouTube do it. And I was like, well, if he's okay and he's still posting, then I'll give it a go.
That's the metric to look for.
Yeah.
If he's posted a video.
After.
Yeah.
So he's still around.
You got to wait for the videos where he's actually thrown up in
Yeah,
that
so
way.
I tried that, and I've done a few different methods of it.
Yeah.
And so far I've not been ill, which is a bonus.
My other regret is not picking up a set of Japanese knives while we're over there, because it would be, especially for stuff like sashimi, right? It just like kind of glides through. So we should have brought home that. But also, favorite food while you were over there. Did you have a favorite dish?
Yeah, just raw fish.
Just sashimi.
We went to this place we did a food tour one of the days.
We did.
And we went to this place, and they took us around, and we went to this place, and it was like where a lot of the locals go for lunch, and it was like just like it was not far from like one of the main touristy areas.
Yeah.
Maybe 5-minute walk, but there was no one around.
Yeah.
Like it was dead.
Yeah.
We went in there, and the food there was amazing, and it was like really thick cuts of fish.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Like slabs.
Yeah, slabs.
Proper slabs of salmon
of
that
salmon.
were just like, oh my God.
Yeah, and like it was. So that was that's probably my favourite.
The slabs were your favourite.
Yeah.
You know what my favourite was.
You love the ramen.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't going to say ramen, but
okay.
I love that. I've now last night I tried to make ramen at home for the very first time just to get that feeling again. But takoyaki, which for anyone who doesn't know is octopus balls. It's like a kind of pancake mix in the shape of a ball, and inside there might be a little bit of spring onion. There's also like a little chopped up piece of octopus. And if you'd have asked me to try that,
well, so when we've ordered in before, I've had it before at home in the UK, because you can get it from some places.
Yeah.
And you were like, never.
It didn't.
You saw the
look
octopus
right.
balls and you went, no. And I'm like, Emma, you're missing out. And you were like, no, I don't want those balls.
You know what also put me off about it? You know when you order in and things arrive in like Tupperware boxes, Tupperware tubs, and everything's sweaty.
Yeah,
and
sweaty balls. What's wrong with the sweaty octopus balls?
So yeah, we didn't have that, but we went to a place, and I forget the name, but I'll mention it in the vlog, in Osaka,
which was a
Dotonbori.
recommendation from the food tour people.
Yeah, and it's like Michelin rated like place, little kind of.
Well, it says that on the outside. Whether that actually is
Yeah.
a whole of a.
Every video I've seen talking about takoyaki mentions that exact place.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, so it must
So
be.
we went there, and then we even went back on the same day because you were like, "I want more balls." Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
back. We got more because we went and you tried like it was like a plate of different balls. First of all, the first time we went in, we're like, I don't know which ball I like.
Yeah.
So there was 4 different balls.
Yeah.
So they did like a tester ball.
Yeah. And with different toppings and different content.
I think it was 2 of each.
Two
got
of
8
each.
balls.
Yeah.
Then we went and did a couple other things in the area.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I want more balls. So we went back, and then you got the balls that you liked.
I feel like we just went on a quest to kind of collect them all, Pokemon style, but just for food dishes that we hadn't tried before.
Yeah.
They have like almost like a cheese pancake type thing. And it's called is it 100 yen?
Yeah, it felt like a bit of a carnival snack kind of thing,
Yeah,
like
and
a bit of a novelty.
Yeah, there's a lot of like novelty stuff. And this is what I hate about like finding things on social to kind of find when you're traveling and stuff. A lot of things that you come across, just the hype isn't there. Like you watch it on socials and it looks amazing, and then when you get there, usually it's really disappointing. But most things in Japan, apart from the yen cheese bread thing,
I mean, it was
amazing.
okay. It was okay.
There was too much cheese for me.
You really liked the cheese, the bread one, but it was the Magikarp,
Yes.
which had chocolate in it.
Yes.
And I was like, I didn't
was
like
that
it, so you
called
liked it.
again? It was like, oh God.
It was an official Pokemon Magikarp chocolate coin. So it was like a coin in. Oh no, it was sorry, it wasn't a coin. Magikarp fish.
Yeah.
In like a pancake with chocolate sauce inside. I wasn't a fan, so you ate both of them.
It was in Akihabara.
Yeah.
And
I loved that it was officially Pokemon licensed as well.
The thing that put me off when I saw it advertised, it was like, oh, custard, and I was like, oh no. But then I saw this place that was like, it had chocolate, and I was like, yes. And I could have eaten a second one. You
did eat your second one. You ate mine.
I did.
I was fun.
When I was a kid, one pancake day, I was at a friend's house, and my mum's parent, the mum, was really worried about sending me home that day because she was scared to tell my mum how many pancakes I'd eaten.
Okay.
And I have a vivid memory of just being like, yeah, I'll have another one. Yeah, I'll have another one. Which was unlike me as a kid because I didn't really, I was fussy with food, but pancakes, when it's in the shape of a Magikarp and it's filled with chocolate, come on. Next level.
And it was like contained. It wasn't like, it was like a squeezed Magikarp with chocolate inside.
Yeah.
So you could pick it up and eat it.
My God.
Yeah.
And in regards to like the Pokemon fans in us, I mean, nothing really disappoints because Pokemon is just everywhere in Japan. And
I mean, we ended up going to loads of the Pokemon centres.
Yeah, pretty much all the Pokemon centres.
At least the ones in Tokyo. Yeah. We went to loads of them.
Yeah.
We went to a lot of places like that.
Yeah, like this, and also like the fact that some regions in Japan have like Pokemon mascots is incredible. It's so fun. I love it.
The biggest thing that I really actually enjoyed being there was the darts. So we had something to do. I think we were maybe jet lagged when we first got there and we were quite awake. It was quite late.
It was
what can we do?
Yeah.
And we found this darts place, which is actually really popular. So generally there's places that have karaoke, darts and pool.
Yeah.
Right? And you can go in and generally they'll do like you pay X amount of yen an hour and you get as much darts you want and as many drinks as you want. So it's like all you can drink and darts. But everybody in there, they obviously like finish work and go in and party. These places are open till like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
So, that was it. We were really early. Oh, well, we'll talk about why we were so early in a minute. But we ended up going to one of these first thing in the morning to kill some time because I messed up. And everyone from the night before was still there.
Yeah.
So we turned up at like 7 a.m. and there's still people there from the previous night, drunk, like asleep on the bar, still paying their hourly rate.
Yeah.
And it was happy hour because it was so cheap at that time when we got there in the morning because most people go there for an evening entertainment. Yeah. And we got there for the morning, which is basically like as off peak as it gets.
The great thing about the playing darts over there, like it's gamified to the point of like, that is almost has a video game element. There was this game that we played called Go Fish or Fishing or whatever it was in Japanese.
Fish Triangle,
that's it. And you had to the fish would appear, like a school of fish would appear on the screen, and then you had to catch the fish in your triangle, but the triangle is made by where you throw the darts. And the fish are constantly moving, so like there was that additional element of like the timing that was really fun. Mm-hmm. And, I've never enjoyed darts as much in my life.
Yeah, I mean, because we did darts about like 3 or 4 times.
We did,
because it was really fun.
So fun.
And in one of them, in fact, when we went into that one at 7 a.m. because it was all you can drink, we just were drinking at like 7 a.m. Well, I was.
The first place we went to, you ordered me like a gin like drink, and it arrived in a German style.
Yeah, it was massive.
And I was like, what? How are we going to get through this? But I mean, speaking of drink, like the sake was incredible.
You really liked that, didn't you?
Yeah. Big fan.
We did one of the darts games was an RPG game.
Yeah.
Where you had, depending on your score, so we were like, basically, it was RPG, it was like a collab game.
Yeah.
So we both had a character each. Yeah. And it was like the enemies were certain numbers. Yeah. And you had to basically whittle them down by doing damage on the darts. And we didn't get very far. We didn't complete it.
We didn't do too badly.
Yeah, we did okay.
But yeah, we've got time to kill exercise, darts was kind of up there as the one.
It was so intense as well, like all the games, like they're really, really, really fun.
And another kind of time killer. I say time killer as if it's something that you don't want to do. Definitely things that you do want to do if you have to kill time or not. But the second thing was gacha. Gacha is everywhere in Japan. And for anybody that doesn't know, gacha is like basically the crank machines that if you're from the UK, you would have seen them. They have like capsules, toy capsules. You crank the machine, you don't know what you're going to get. Japan just has them
everywhere.
And
they're themed on a location.
They're themed. There's so many different collectible things that you can.
I mean, there was one that was just dogs pooping.
Yeah.
And you did the dogs pooping and I got the pug.
Yeah, because I mean, there wasn't as many pug-related things in Japan as I was expecting. It was all kind of very Shiba Inu like themed or like cat themed, which is fine. But we didn't go to any of the animal cafes because it just didn't feel right. There was, I mean, one thing that felt really hyped up to me online and from what other people have said was Harajuku, because Harajuku is just constantly like busy, always a stream of tourists, it seems. Anyway, we went there twice when we were there, and we went back purely for a particular potato snack that was just incredible.
Snack, yeah.
It was called Longest, and it's effectively a spiraled potato, entire potato just on a stick.
Deep fried,
and it was incredible. But along the kind of strip of Harajuku, there's like animal cafes, and as we were walking past, looking at all these different shops, there was a woman stood at the side, and she had an otter. Like, she was holding this otter, and I was like, oh, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for that little otter. But yeah, the animal cafes, no. In Japan, if you ever go, don't take your business.
And I think Harajuku was fun to experience, but I wouldn't stick around there that often.
No.
I think it depends what you're into, really.
There's some of the little food places that are worth going to. Like, if you want the gimmick of having like a huge, like witch's hat shape candy floss, cotton candy. They did these huge like candy. Yeah. There's that if you want to have that, but then even just looking at that, I was like,
we got the rings done.
The rings, we got the rings done there. Yeah, that wasn't Harajuku.
Then I lost my ring on the first day I wore it.
So I found this place called Hiseki in Harajuku, and you take a coin, like a yen, a pound coin, or whatever it is. Maybe not a pound coin, but you can take it in, and then they make that coin into a piece of jewelry for you. So whether it's a ring or whether it's a necklace. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool souvenir. I'll just like find like a yen piece and get a ring made, which I did. And then I had basically they stamp out the center of the ring. Sorry, they stamp out the center of the coin and then make the ring with the outer side, and then at the inner side that they take out, they make into a necklace. And it was a really unique thing. We had to queue for it. It looked really busy, really popular place. And just such a cool little souvenir. And when I looked it up online, it was interesting because people were like, is this legal to almost deface a coin?
I noticed when we're in there, because when you go in, there's lots of other coins. There's lots of basically there's loads of different coins from different countries and years.
Yeah.
And every coin that I found was really old. Yeah. And I don't know whether the coins that they gave you were old on purpose. But
maybe it's like a certain year, but who knows? But it's such a cool idea. Loved it. And I love mine. It's like all of the floral elements of what was on the coin design are like around the band. I'm not wearing it today, but I think I've got to treat it with something, like cover it in, I don't know, just because it will turn my finger green, I think, if I wear it for too long. So I got to treat it with, there's ways you can treat them so you can wear them for a longer time.
I wore mine and lost it.
On the day we got back.
Yeah. It'll be around somewhere. But
yours was a 50p piece,
50p
right?
coin, yeah.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Yeah.
So that was a cool thing we found in Harajuku. Favourite thing about Tokyo? Any favourite place or just favourite activity that we did?
I really like going to the sushi thingy, the carousel. The conveyor belt.
Yeah, conveyor belt.
We went to this sushi conveyor belt place.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was like, but the crazy thing about these places is you don't, and actually a lot of things in Japan is you don't talk to people.
It's very isolated.
Yeah, like even some of the smaller restaurants, you went in some small little bars and stuff because you got ramen in some, and you would go in and there's a vending machine. You choose what you want, you get a ticket, you hand it to someone, and then they bring it to you, and you don't talk to anyone.
Yeah,
they don't hand them any cash. This sushi place, we literally you walk in and there's a machine and you press it and it gives you a ticket. It's sort of like waiting at a butcher's. You get a number, and then when that number comes in, you go over and you scan it. Then it tells you which booth to walk to.
Yeah,
you walk to the booth, you sit in your booth. Still haven't spoke to anybody.
Yeah,
there's an iPad.
Yeah.
And you literally choose what you want on the iPad, and then it appears on a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
You eat your food, you get the plate and you put it in a little hole. That goes off back to the kitchen, right? Still haven't spoke to anyone. Everything you need to eat is all there on the table.
Yeah.
And then when you're finished, you take your receipt that you had at the start, you scan it and you pay on a machine and you leave. You don't talk to anyone.
I think Japan has mastered the art of just convenience and I don't know. I think some people would leave getting a sense of the society being quite insular, like people are separated from one another, which I think, I mean, it feels like quite a lonely place sometimes for people if you're not with friends and stuff. There's like a quietness about it that you don't often find in major world cities. But like depending on where you are, but yeah, there was like I quite liked that, like the quietness, was very kind of respectful as well, I would say. I felt very, very conscious of the fact that we were foreigners and just the, I don't know, trying to match the customs and be respectful where you can. I really like the fact that the whole bowing thing is like, it's just a conscious effort to say thank you to people, which
everybody says thank you.
Doesn't really exist in the UK to that degree. Like,
everybody and everything says thank you to everything.
Yeah.
It's like, not like everything.
Yeah.
Like everything. And maybe it was because, I mean, even, to be honest, even outside of the touristy areas when we did things that weren't in those big tourist areas, it was still the same.
Yeah. It felt that way. But
did.
So yeah, favourite thing to do in Kyoto?
What did we do in Kyoto? Oh, we went to a monkey park. Yeah. We went to Well, one day I woke you up at 5 a.m.
You did.
And I said, Emma, let's go to it was the same day, wasn't it? We did it all in one day.
Yeah.
And I said, let's go to this shrine that you really wanted to go to.
Yeah.
Because we could go to because I read online, if you get there early before sunrise,
then tourists.
There's no tourists, it looks amazing. I was like, let's get there. So we got there and the sunset was already happening. So we were already too late. But there wasn't anyone around.
Yeah.
And then we were walking up and I was thinking, how am I going to get to the top of the mountain quicker? And I saw this I thought it was a shortcut. Off the track. So it's the one you see, the classic one in Japan, you see all the red shrines, right? People walk up through the red shrines.
Yeah.
Right. So we walk through some red shrines and
when you say shrines, they're Torii gates. Yeah.
Through the gates, you see them all lined up.
Yeah.
And we're walking through these gates, walking up the mountain, and I'm going, the mountain's there, and there's this arrow and path right here. Let's just go this way. So I convinced you, and we went up this path, and then we ended up in this bamboo forest, and there were just signs everywhere about warning of bears, warning of wild boar, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think you noticed that at first. So I was like, this is the way, let's go.
I noticed the wild boar sign.
Yeah. I was like, this is the way.
Yeah.
We walked there a good 20, 30 minutes in this bamboo, and I almost thought we were lost. And then we saw some gates in the distance and managed to get there. Yeah. And then it worked out that we'd barely moved up the path when we got to those gates.
It occurred to me as well, when after a little while, that because it felt like we were definitely the only ones on that path at that point. The fact that it was then probably around 6 a.m. in the morning, and I was like, well, when would the boars, if I was a wild boar, when would I come out? Probably when the humans aren't around.
Yeah.
But maybe
we didn't see any boars or bears.
Stranded, lost foreigners.
Yeah, we were okay. We didn't see any boars or bears.
No.
But we did go off the beaten path. And then we were in this bamboo forest, and then later we went to view the touristy bamboo forest. And it was basically the same thing, except when we went in the morning.
Really busy.
Really busy.
Beautiful. But also really overly touristy to the point of there's unfortunately people scroll on the trees and stuff, and it was like, come on. But
we went to a monkey park.
We did.
That was good fun.
Yes.
And the monkeys were hilarious.
They were lovely. They were beautiful, and the thing I loved about it was the fact that they're free. They're not caged. They're not in any particular boundary at all. They're just wild and they're out. And there's a particular like little kind of cabin at the top of the mountain where I guess the rangers kind of look after them. But as people come in, you have the choice. You can sit outside and just watch the monkeys do their thing, or you can also go into this little cabin, and that's where they allow you to feed them. You can't feed them outside of the cabin while they're out and about, but you have to go into this cabin and almost like feed them through a
cage. The humans are caged, not the monkeys.
They cage the humans.
Yeah. And they warn you about not having food on the outside.
Yes.
And the monkeys were so funny because they just sit there next to the rangers because they know the rangers have food and they're just like watching them.
It's the beauty.
Sort of how Roxy does it when you sit around. And so that was good. And then after that, we went and did. I was like, oh, there's a boat. You can get a boat. I was
really surprised that you were like, yeah, let's jump in a rowboat. And I was like,
so we jumped in a rowboat, and Emma got hit by an oar by a massive boat.
Oh my god!
Oh, and I tried to shout, Emma, watch out.
You know, if you've ever like hired a rowboat before, and you're on a lake or whatever it is with other people in rowboats, and you know it's kind of like bumper cars. You're gonna like bump into people. That happens. But on this particular lake, there were these really large, like, the way I describe them were like canoes, but they were huge. And it just so happened that one was coming past, and I just felt this, like, whatever it was, like, go into my back. And I was like,
it was a big hole.
It almost winded me.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, sorry. I was like, okay.
And then even on the boat, what was great on the boat was there were snack boats coming past.
Yeah.
So there were boats where they were cooking food.
Yeah.
And they'd just pull up next to you, and you could order, you could get food and drink.
Food water taxi.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So we did that for a little bit. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyoto was great. Favourite thing to do in Osaka?
It was the balls. We had the balls.
The takoyaki.
Yeah, we had the balls. They were great fun.
Yeah, I mean.
We also got in this really dodgy lift, what do you call it, like a Ferris wheel? Really dodgy Ferris, which I won't say any more about now because I think you've got the video with us.
Yeah, there's plenty, but we can say the words Don Quixote to you, and maybe you already know if you've been to Osaka. But yeah.
That thing was so dodgy.
It was dodgy.
Wheeling.
But while we were in Osaka, a lot of what we did there was we just really went on a food tour of our own and tried to seek out the best kind of little food stores. So we did the cheese bread yen thing. We did the takoyaki. We went to the fish market. I think there's Omichi fish market there. Was that Omichi? And it was, oh my god, it was like battered shrimp. What was it? It was battered something. Tempura.
Tempura shrimp.
Crab. Was it crab? Tempura something. We tried in that market and it kind of blew me away.
Yeah.
But yeah, all about the seafood in Osaka. Then we went up to Kanazawa. Did you have any favourite things from being in Kanazawa that you enjoyed?
What we did. Oh, we had this really fancy meal.
Yeah.
We had this really fancy. We got to the hotel, and I was like, I kind of went, is there any reservations for the restaurant? So they just booked us in, and they said, oh, this is the menu. Is that okay? And it was all in Japanese, and I was like, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And then we went down, and we didn't know what we were getting, and it was really good. It was
beautiful, like traditional Japanese meal, dessert, drinks, and it was really cool because outside of that, we really just hit it hard on the street vendor and stuff, and so it was nice to do that. And in Kanazawa, whenever it's, I guess, winter, they have these really beautiful kind of like bamboo structures that they put around the trees to kind of stop the snowfall. And so wherever you go around Kanazawa at that point, whenever I guess snow is expected, because they do it to stop the branches from taking too much of the snow load, right? So that made the city look really, really pretty. And gold leaf, I think my favourite... my favourite day in Kanazawa was when we went to Kanazawa Castle, which was not empty, but it was not very many people there. Do you remember what happened? Yeah. And so we go to the castle, blah, blah, blah. James hasn't got any socks, so we can't walk in the castle.
I don't wear socks, okay?
Because you got to take your shoes off.
I don't
Anyway,
wear
so
socks.
we'll come back to the castle another day. We'll just go to the cafe. We'll try some gold leaf ice cream. And so just, get like some coffees or whatever. And when you sit in this cafe on the site of Kanazawa Castle, you've just got the castle in front of you. And when there's no one there, it's like...
Yeah, you could just sit there
so
and you just view the castle.
Yeah.
Big glass windows.
Big glass windows.
Mm-hmm. So we had the meal there. We had the ice cream. You had like a big ice cream dish.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I had ice cream. I can't remember, but... Then after we were about to leave, and Emma said, "Oh, I want another ice cream, but we'll have it to go, to walk around,
but like in a cone,
to walk around."
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, cool, whatever." So I'm like, "You know what? I'll join you. I'll join you on an ice cream." So this woman comes and brings us these 2 cones, and they're in this like metal holder,
like a metal ring with the cone in it.
and we both grabbed the holders, not the ice cream, and
there was a bit of like to and fro of, are you going to give us the ice creams? Kind of.
It was like, why are you taking the holder?
Why are you taking the?
But the thing is, we both did it at the exact same time, and she was so confused.
Not only that, like it was obviously on us that we were trying to take the metal container, but also there was that level of lost in translation. Like, what are these 2 foreigners trying?
What are they doing?
Why won't they just take the ice cream? And they're looking at. When she looked, just the look in her eyes, she was just like, "Really?"
It was good. It was really good. It was really, really good. You had to be there. You had to be there, but it was really good. In fact, before we finish up, because I know we're going on time, let's talk about a few of the other funny moments.
Okay.
So, I'm like, Emma, I really want to see Mount Fuji up close, or from a better distance than in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So there's this place called, I think it's the 5 Lakes. Well, I can't remember what it is.
5 Lakes.
And I do a little Google, and I'm like, and I think I ChatGPT'd it actually. It just proves ChatGPT is only good for so much. So I'm like, okay, how do I get there? Like, so it says you can get a bus in the morning. It said you can get a bus, and I'm thinking it's like a bus that you hop on. So I'm like, Emma, if we're gonna get on this bus, I want to be there early. So I wake Emma up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, let's get an Uber and let's go straight to the station and get the first bus, which is at 6 a.m, right? So you get ready, we get ready.
And let's preface this by saying the hotel we were staying at was in a place called Shibuya.
Yeah, it's in Shibuya.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like work out where this bus station is because it's really confusing where it is. So I get in and I'm like, oh, it's in Shinjuku. Sorry, Shinjuku is where the bus station is. So I book an Uber for Shinjuku, no problem. Right. We get in the Uber and we're going halfway and then I look and my Google Maps flips because we're in the Uber and I suddenly go, oh fuck, we're supposed to be going to Shibuya where we already are, but at the station there. So I say to the Uber driver, I'm like, we're already halfway there. I'm like, I'm sorry, we need to go back where we came from. And the guy's like, yeah, no problem. So I update it in the Uber app, no issues.
Yeah.
Then we're going back and I'm like, oh wait, no. It's a different area in Shibuya. So I tell him a different direction. The guy's like, okay, no problem. We almost get there. And I look back, I'm like, oh no, the place I said originally is actually the place we needed to go. So then I tell him we need to go to there. So obviously we're running a little late now.
A little bit, yeah.
So we finally get to the place where the bus station is. Takes us 30 minutes to find the bus.
Yeah.
Where you can even get tickets because it was so confusing.
Yeah.
We get there. Go to the machine. Mm-hmm. It turns out it's not a bus you just get on.
No.
Right? It's a pre-booked coach.
Yes.
Which means there's only so many seats. We get there. It's completely booked out till 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's now 6:30 in the morning. and also the thing to explain about most things in Japan is, especially in Tokyo, nothing opens till like 10, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So there's nothing open. Even like
breakfast isn't big over there.
There's not much breakfast places. Yeah. Most places don't even open till like 9:30.
Yeah.
So it's now 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the darts, why we did darts.
Yes.
It's like 6:30 in the morning. We're in Tokyo. Kill some time. And we were like, okay, well, we'll just book the 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we booked the 12 o'clock.
Fuji on the ticket.
So I'm just like, I'm like, ChatGPT, where am I going? Tells me, I click it. It's like Highland Park or something. I'm like, cool, whatever. I don't know what it's called. Select the tickets, buy the tickets, all good, right?
Fuji Highland Park.
That's it, Fuji Highland Park, right? So we we go to the darts. We go grab some breakfast from whenever we can.
Yeah.
And then we wander back. We get on the bus and we're like, here we go. So we're on the bus for a good hour and a bit, right?
Yeah.
And then we're like pulling, and the buses start slowing down, and you look outside, and there's this theme park, like massive ride of theme park, like a big roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, Emma, look at that roller coaster. What a weird place to have a roller coaster park. And I'm looking on Google Maps, and we're still like 20-minute drive from Fuji at this point. Anyway, so we pull up in this park by the theme park, and we're sat there, and I'm thinking, oh, I guess someone's either getting on or off or whatever. And we've been there now, sat there for 5 minutes, right? No one's moving.
5 minutes,
and there's
maybe longer.
Nobody's got on and off the bus, right? And
maybe
like,
this is a break for the driver.
Yeah, I don't know,
something
or someone, yeah, whatever it is. And I'm looking at the app, and suddenly I realise. Well, first of all, Emma says to me, Emma looks down the aisle, and we both kind of realise at the same time in different ways. I'm looking through, going, wait a minute, Highland Fuji, and I'm looking on Google Maps, and we are at Highland Fuji. And then Emma looks down the aisle, and that bus driver's just staring at her in the mirror, right? You could describe it better.
I just popped my head out to the side of the aisle and looked down, and I just see this bus driver's eyes digging into me through his mirror that's above him. So I could see and they're magnified, so I just see his eyes staring at me. And I'm like, I turn back to James and I'm like, are you?
And I'm like, Emma, I think I've booked the wrong tickets. I think I've booked us to this theme park.
Which so happens to be Thomas the Tank Engine Land.
Yeah, Thomas Land. So I'm looking at the tickets and I go to Emma, I'm like, don't say anything. They might just keep driving. They might just not realise we need to get off. So we sit there for another 2-3 minutes after this. The driver walks down the bus and says to the two of us, this is your stop. You need to get off. Like, this is where you are. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, sorry. I meant to book Highland Park.
Oh, wow.
So we get off the bus 20 minutes away from Mount Fuji at this Thomas the Tank Engine Land Park.
Yeah.
And it is like there is no one there. It is completely dead. There's no transport or anything.
Yeah.
We try and find a bus. Turns out we can't get on it. I end up having to hire a taxi to get us there.
But we were in tears for the rest of the day.
So funny.
Just because of how funny the whole situation was. It was great fun. It was so funny.
And I think then the best part was that we couldn't even get the bus back. So we had to make our way back to Thomasland independently to get the bus back to Tokyo because we couldn't catch it from the actual stop. So we ended up getting a taxi to the actual place and going to see Mount Fuji and doing all that fun stuff. And then, on the way back, we had to go back through the way we went. We played darts again to kill some time because we had to kill time.
Would you say Mount Fuji was one of your favourite?
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Mount Fuji was really good.
Yeah, I mean, lots of like just endless good things.
I went when I was younger.
Lovely.
And the only thing I didn't really see was Fuji, so that's what I wanted to see. So yeah, it was really good.
Tick it off the list.
But we had a load of weird and funny moments like that. And that was really good. And Thomas Land was interesting.
Well, plenty more to talk about in Japan, but we'll save it for the vlog, shall we? And that will be up on YouTube at some point in the next month. Depends how long it takes me to edit it up. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Kind of Wild is back to our usual weekly schedule, so you'll be able to find a new episode here every single Thursday. Anything left to say for today from your end?
What, was there something prepared for me to say?
No, I was just...
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if you had a James Plester final thought or something like that.
Final thought of what?
I don't know.
We're back. We're back.
We're back.
We've hit a month or a bit more off.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get to episode 20.
Let's see.